the show. Oh, the Jupiter Boys.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jupiter Boys. My name is Jim Jupiter.
And my name's Quinn, yawn and stretch Jupiter. And everybody at home is probably yawning and stretching right now, because yawning is contagious.
I hope so. So we're two boys. We're from the planet Jupiter. Each week we get together. We talk about a thing.
So you don't have to. So you don't have to do that thing.
Yeah, it was. You sit on your keister till recently.
Yeah, you sit on your keister, meester. But
Quinn's just constantly switching these up now. There used to be consistency to this show.
I'm flying by the seam of my pants right now.
You don't even wear pants. All right.
How you've revealed the secret of me.
Quinn, would you like the black or yellow side of the coin of truth?
Like the black side, please, today.
Okay. Oh, and it's the yellow side.
It's the yellow side.
It's the yellow side. That means it's my side. Okay.
That is what that means, Jim.
Quinn Tucky, I need to tell you a little thing. And it's actually not that big a thing. I'm queuing it up like it's big, but it's not big.
Let me tell you about a thing.
I just got back from the hardware store. I'm not going to say which brand, because it's a local brand.
Is it HH? Is it HH?
It wasn't HH. It was it was CT. You the good old CT. So
everybody's gonna know fucking now. But I mean, it just reveals our summer homes are in Canada.
I was camping.
Yes.
In Canada. So basically I've ordered a I purchased a gas-powered lawnmower. Okay. And now this is the first. This is the first gas-powered machine, aside from a car, of my life.
Yeah,
you have to understand.
It's a big step.
It's a very big step. You see, I started learning about batteries when I was like 4. Like when I put them in my Walkman, or my Game Boy.
Yeah. So you've now evolved past battery into something gas-powered that at any moment could just blow up, right?
Well, that's the thing. Here is the rub. Okay, so worst case scenario with an electric thing, you get a bad shock, right?
Yep.
But we got that nice alternating current that prevents you from dying, and you basically you live to fight another day most of the time. But
with gasoline,
I mean, like, you fuck up there, and that's not just a story. That's like a scar. Like,
either
that's a
say
guaranteed
goodbye to
scar.
your eyebrows or say goodbye to your entire skin. That's pretty much the two options right there.
So it's funny because, like, we're coming from this from different angles. This is one of those unique circumstances where we have actually different levels of expertise in this thing.
Yeah.
Because I have laboriously spent my life avoiding jobs where I ever have to use anything gas powered. Like, I swear to God, like, literally the second, like, somebody hands me, like, a chainsaw or, like, puts me in, like, a diesel forklift, and it's just like, here, learn stick shift in 10 minutes. I'm like, no, actually, I'm good. I'll leave now.
Fuck this.
Actually, fuck this. So I'm not one of those motocross gentlemen, the motocrossby.
Motocrossby. And I've spent a considerable amount of time of my childhood and adolescence on gas-powered, more gas-powered recreational vehicles than like chainsaws and things
I mean, like
that.
I drove them recreationally a little bit, like very little bit.
I had to drive stick shift, and let me tell you, on a 4-wheeler, I was not good at it.
There is no stick shift on a 4-wheeler. That's how a 4-wheeler works. It's the gears.
There's a manual one where you have to actually switch gears. Well, yeah, I mean, you have to switch gears.
You have to switch gears with all of them, but, like, it's like with your feet. Like, it's not a stick shift.
No, you just have to pop the thing in and switch it on the handle. Like, there's like a switch on the handle. But I sucked at it, like, really hard, and our parental unit was just like, figure it out. And I was like, I don't know this. I don't know how to drive this. Don't tell me to figure it out. I'm not gonna figure it out in the 200 meters I have to go to drop this wood off. Christ. But hey, my woes aside, I have spent some time on gas-powered things.
And I mean, you've had jobs where you've had to use. In fact, there's actually a story about you using gas-powered equipment,
driving into a wall.
I actually wasn't even talking about that one, but there's that one too. Okay, so
what's the other one?
Can you please tell the stories that like the other one is when you were weed whacking?
Oh yeah,
and just went off.
Oh, I was weed walking and I just went off. But the reason I went off is because I got there was a very specific sort of weed on the side of the highways that grew. And this weed would, when you cut it, when you struck it at the base, it would shoot out this hot acid-like substance that would give your skin considerable blisters, right? And they sent me out there without anything. They just sent me out fucking just in my shitty old brown t-shirt with the company logo on the front, representing it all. Maybe 15 years old, and I'm getting these burns, third-degree burns on my arm from this specific weed that people have been told don't fucking cut them. And they were just like, go have fun, Quinn. Have fun in the woods. Hope you don't get fucking this specific weed on your skin, because if you do, it's gonna suck.
What about the other story where you drove a thing?
Maybe a couple weeks prior. Maybe a couple
I
weeks
love
prior.
this in the same summer because you only worked summers.
Well, it was in the same
like...
summer because I learned my lesson and then I never did it again. Right? The rest of the times are gravy.
This was your fuck up summer. This was the gimme summer.
This was my first summer, so of course it was.
Was it?
Well, no, it was my first summer in the specific location. But I was driving the lawnmower and I think I mistook the brake for the go, and I just fucking just laid on the fucking
Quinn,
pedal.
The fact that you called it the go, like
the go.
Honest to God, like it makes me question your driving abilities today. Like,
well, you've driven with me. I'm not that bad. I'm a lot better than I was when I was fucking whatever. I think it was probably about 15 years old. So I didn't have any real driving experience. So I don't know how.
One thing I can say about your driving is that you drive closer to the steering wheel than any person I've ever seen in my life, including old people.
Yeah, old ladies. I drive way closer to the wheel.
But you put your seat so far back. Like, your actual, like, seat is so far back that, like, it barely touches your back. Like, you're just, like, sitting completely up out of your seat.
It's how I'm sitting.
I have a photo that proves how far up in your seat you sit. Like, just pull your seat up, dude. Like, you'll have back support.
That's true. I sit like that in chairs in general. Like right now, I'm sitting like that in my office chair. That's mainly because
just like hunched like a gargoyle, just like just clutched to the edge of a precipice, just gazing down upon the ignorant hordes.
I like that.
Speaking of that language, I have a recommendation for you.
Oh.
It is Mythic Quest: Raven's Banquet.
Ooh, nice.
It's like a new web series. It's by the guys from It's Always Sunny, so like Charlie Day and I think Rob McElhenney.
Love all of them. Yeah.
And the guy who plays Rickety Crickets is like one of the main characters. As is the guy
he
who
doesn't
plays
look
Mac.
like Rickety Crickets. I'm looking at the YouTube thumbnail. He doesn't look like Rickety.
No, and like it's quite a good show. It's about like a video game studio that makes basically World of Warcraft. It's called Mythic Quest, and they're just releasing their sequel, which is Mythic Quest: Raven's Banquet. So that's how the series starts. Is like them in the middle of like releasing this like major
Silicon Valley style like office
and, like,
comedy.
Definitely like give it a chance, because I found that the first couple episodes kind of just tried to do Silicon Valley, but
right.
and kind of shittily, to be honest. But then like a couple episodes in, I feel like it caught its kind of like wind, and it figured out what it was, and then like by the end, it's quite a satisfying show.
Now this is on Apple TV.
It is. I did not get it from Apple TV, so don't you worry about that.
Where did you get it?
I torrented it. I stole it.
It's a good thing we're anonymous.
I just stole it like a bandit in the night.
Yeah, That's how I'm going to do it. That's how I'm going to watch the show. How many seasons are there, Jim?
Just one so far.
Just one.
And it's only like 8 episodes or 9 episodes or something like that. But very decent show. You should definitely check it out.
I will check that out.
And like Mac's character, like the guy who plays Mac in this, he plays a character named Ian Grimm, and he's like this like video game like visionary. Like he's like the kind of like the, or at least that's how he sees himself, as like this like very, epic video game.
Yeah, he's
artisan.
He's like the not the Gavin Belson, but the guy who does Russ Hanneman from Silicon Valley.
Not quite that. I mean, like a little bit.
Not that douchey. Like probably
not
in the
that
middle.
Douchey.
In the middle of like Russ Hanneman
Exactly.
and say
Aptly put.
Richard Hendricks.
We're saying things that like probably not that many people. I mean, like Russ Hanneman was kind of a pull. But I mean, like you may know. Anyway, that's the end of the topic.
Russ Fest. This guy fucks.
Thank you, Quinn. What time is it? Give me the time.
It's time for the mid-show smoke break. It's the time on the show where we smoke weed for no reason.
There is a reason.
Well, yeah, it's to get higher so that we can fucking stomach each other. Because it's just horrible doing a show with you. Just awful. Sorry for making you cough during your
Listener, what just happened was I coughed so hard I saw Jimi Hendrix. And while enlightening, it hurt my lungs quite a great deal. So we had to pause the show so I could cough my ass off.
Well,
like a little bitch.
The
Quinn,
only reason that you didn't go to heaven with Jimi Hendrix is because you're not 27, Jim. You can't join the 27 club if you're not 27. So
true. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's true.
Sorry.
Quinn, go ahead and proceed on your cannabis partaking.
I already did it, man.
Oh, okay. Well then, I guess we're out of the mid-show smoke break.
We've been out here for ages, dog.
So, Quinn, what do you got for me this week?
This week, Jim, I wanted to bring to you something else than what we were talking about earlier, because I feel like we can have some fun with this. We can,
and also
make
you
some
probably
goofs.
Don't remember, right?
I kind of remember it a little bit, but yeah, I remember it a lot. So what I wanted to talk to you about, Jim, was psych. It's what it was before. I'm starting a new podcast. This is the first official
exclusive
sneak peekaroono behind the kimono. Part the kimono a little bit, show the skin. I'm going to do a
Why
new
do you have
podcast.
to say show the skin? That made it so much worse.
Flash some skin there. Yeah. Like Tim and Eric sketch style, uncomfortable. I am starting a new podcast called Why Haven't You Seen That Yet? Right? That's what it's called.
No, it's why. Yeah, why haven't you seen this yet?
Why haven't you seen this yet? And basically, I'm going to ask my guests to come forth with a movie that is a favorite of theirs that I have not seen. And I'm going to bring a movie that I love that they haven't seen, and we're just going to kind of discuss it for about 10 minutes each. It's going to be like same length as Jupiter.
Do they have to watch it?
No, the viewer can
No. Does the other person that's on the show have to watch it?
Yes, we each have to watch each other's movies, right? And then we have to talk. We have to both talk for 10 minutes on each movie, right? So we'll you'll have the person who absolutely loves this movie, like knows all sorts of facts about it, and the other person who like has been writing some notes on it, like it maybe didn't love it, but they have some critiques about it. I just want to discuss with them. So then that got me brainstorming. We were talking about something else on the show.
Yeah.
I don't really know what my topic is right now. I was just kind of going to introduce the podcast and then see where that led me.
Yeah, well, you were talking about possibly making a YouTube channel as well.
That's right. That's right.
You're saturating all of the media like a thick oil.
Well, at this point, I'm locked in my own house, right? or not really locked in my own house. I mean, I work Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday I have to just stay home and just pretend like the outside doesn't exist. And it's very difficult, but
I bet you a lot of people wish they had a work to go to, though.
Oh, defo. I'm lucky to be an essential worker, but at the same time, you know, if I wasn't working, I could explore these avenues a lot easier, and perhaps if I monetize myself on YouTube, make some money. Maybe a little bit.
You're about making that sweet dollar bill.
I'm talking about making a little bit of that cash. I want to kind of brand myself a little more, right? Just shine it up a little bit, you know? Okay. Sell myself a little bit, because what the people deserve is my body and my flesh and my blood. So
wow. Jesus Christ, that's horrifying to an extreme degree.
Well,
now, when you start
broadcasting,
are you going to stick with Quinn Jupiter, or are you going to go with your own name, or are you going to
I think I'm going to stay with Quinn Jupiter. I don't think I'm going to reveal my true last name, but I am going to finally unveil my
it'll take like approximately 4 seconds for somebody to find who you are if you post your face.
Yeah. That's fair. But they can guess all they want. I'm going to actually
You're just never going to acknowledge your own identity.
I'm just going to take the other.
What if you get doxxed, bro? What if you get doxxed?
Yeah, that's true. What if I do? But there are a lot of people who put their face out there and don't get doxxed. So I just gotta. I guess I just gotta be careful.
Stay under the wire. Stay super. What's the word? Obscure.
Well, my YouTube channel would be very niche, I'd say.
I'd say you'd have to have a very specific taste to enjoy Quinn Jupiter's channel.
It's going to be wild. Let me tell you that.
It's going to be wet. It's going to be wild. It's going to be a little sticky. You know what? Like after your nephew eats a popsicle on your leather couch. That's how sticky it's going to be.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird and wacky. So get ready to jump on that roller coaster eventually when that comes. But I was also thinking that on my YouTube channel, I could have some funny sketches, and then I got to thinking, being a balded person,
yes,
is very, very convenient for wearing wigs, because you can just stick it on and it clings to your head like everything else. Toques, when you shave your head, they literally cling to your head. You end up picking little pieces of toque out of your scalp because it just embeds itself in your flesh. That's what you got to deal with as a balded person.
Yeah,
and
as a balded person, I love that. You put it it's like a victim of a verb. Somebody did this to you.
Well, I did it to me.
Somebody balded a man.
You know what? I did this to me because I know I can't grow hair in a way that I like looking at, so I do it to myself.
Right.
Even though I can grow the hair, it's gonna look wispy up there. Oh boy, it's gonna be like. It's going to be like that scene in Gladiator.
It's like Nimbus clouds. That's how wispy it is.
Well, it's also going to be like that scene in Gladiator when he's walking through the field. The little pieces of the barley, it's just that's what my hair is going to be like. It's going to be always moving like that. And Russell Crowe is always going to be putting his fucking little fingies in there, and social distancing, dude. So I know you're trying to, reach the promised land.
It's funny because I missed the part where you said it was in Gladiator, but my first reference, the one that I was gonna pull, was also from Gladiator. So that as soon as you said Russell Crowe, I was like, oh yeah, he is my brother. That's for sure.
I've seen it. There was this. I think I may have been a Vine.
So you were talking about wigs sticking to your head. So are you gonna be sampling wigs on your channel?
No. I'm just, for the sketches, I will be wearing, wigs and costumes. I'm going to get wild and wacky with this.
Right.
But another a couple of the YouTubers I really love. Just a shout out to the boys, Eddie Burback and Gus Johnson. They're roommates, and they were roommates. That's a Vine reference. Like one of our audience members, like, yeah, Vine. Woo!
Yeah, I did not get that at all. But continue, please.
Gus and Eddie do a lot of commentary on other YouTubers, and they will critique one of their videos and try to explain it. And I could start to do that in my channel as well as
sketches. But then you're just like copying their skis.
Well, it's not copying their skis if you're just doing a commentary on it of like your take on this really shitty video or like this.
But like, how many hot takes are there of like everything, man?
That's true.
Like
That's
everybody has like a grandma reacts to this, young boy reacts to Rihanna.
That's why I like these YouTubers that I'm talking about, Gus and Eddie, because they actually bring something.
They produce content. They produce critique.
Yeah.
See, what you say, you say you want to make critique. Well,
Yes.
What do you want to critique, young man? Do you want to critique YouTube videos? Would you like to critique memes?
I would like to critique. I would like to critique lots of bad movies. I'd
Okay.
probably start with that.
Okay.
Or I could do like bad movies.
Bad movie podcasts are pretty popular online, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's just it's K-Shanine a little bit, but as a YouTube channel, I'm trying to think of something dynamic. I could review like PS2 games, just like buy an old PS2 and start reviewing some. Here's a review of what is this? Ace Combat 7. All right, let's play this. Actually,
Right.
pretty solid game.
Yeah,
Pretty solid game.
You could do that.
Some
you
of
could
them
also
could be dog shit.
you could review actual memes, like literal, just like the meme that comes out. You just like pick like 10 different versions of the meme, and you're like, this is this meme. Here are 10 examples of this meme.
Here's 10 versions of that bitch Carol Baskin.
Yeah, exactly. You can. The sky's the limit, Quinn.
True.
Quindiana Jones. You can just take this and run with it, and
true.
that's the end of the topic.
Thank Christ for that.
Right? We both just limped across on this one, but
I was dragging you, and at the same time, a helicopter was coming in and just pummeling me with shot. Doof, 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 doof. And I just made it over there. Made it over there in time.
And I like in the first one, I was like really just trying to give it to you with a couple of like descriptive phrases, and then we just got through it, and that's the important thing. Thank you everyone for listening to this massacre of human thought. Thank you to Christo Graham for the use of our theme music.
Thank you, Christo Graham. He's staying in his apartment, and so should you.
Yeah, thank you, Quinn, for that rather self-righteous public service announcement.
I'm not doing it, but you should.
And no, you're definitely.
I'm essential.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing it other than working.
Yeah, true. So you can go to thejupiterboys.com. That's where our shit is. We're part of the Dolphin Shark Network with another show called Durf and Deets. They're two boys out east of Canada. They're pretty fucking funny. You should check them out.
The great
then,
boys.
You should shoot those nuts
straight down your eastern Canada gullets and anywhere else in the world. Just shove them down your gullets, guys.
With Dolphin Shark.